right.
Yeah.
Welcome to the League of Luck Network. We're approaching week one, fellas. I'm loving the banter so far. I'm loving what's happening. I'm super excited. I'm excited for this pod. I'm excited for y'all. Again, I'm your host, Matt, with my co-host, Sergio, the man, the myth, the legend, the dad, the new dad. Congratulations on that, brother.
Thank you. Co-host.
Yeah, man, I'm excited for this year. It's going to be bigger, better, and uncut, baby.
Here we go. It's Monday night, 3 days away.
Yes.
Set your lineups.
Yeah, you set your lineup.
I'm going to set my lineup. I got some last minute adjustments,
Okay.
but yeah, we got some good week one matchups.
Yes, we do. I'm excited for them.
So let's just jump right into it.
Let's do it.
So one cool thing we have is we have the same exact schedule from last year.
Yeah.
So it's going to be some revenge games.
Yes.
Some, games that I guess you could say like rivalry games. We got some good rivalry games.
Yes.
So let's see if some teams can win back-to-back years opening week.
Now I have one comment on it. I don't know if it was like a mix-up or a mess-up on the commissioner's end to have the same schedule as last year, but I kind of like it because last year was to the wire.
It's probably the easiest way to do it. Yeah. Minimal work. Extra
minimal effort. Yeah, which is, it's expected at this point, but
because of course
I'm kind of glad it happened.
It was probably Little Matt.
It was 100% Little Matt.
Yeah.
I'll never call him commissioner, but he's Dave's minion, and I respect Dave for pawning off the mundane work to the mundane guy.
Yeah, he's the vice. He's vice. It's like he's Dick Cheney.
Yeah, he's on the beat. He works the beat.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay. Well, we're not going to talk about Little Matt's game first. So we are going to talk about the champ, Vincent. I want to start with that one, Matt.
Okay.
What do you think? Let's pull it up and let's see. He's facing Commissioner Dave.
Team Roy. He never does a name change, which is respectable, but
just basic default Team Roy.
Yeah. Again, little effort as possible.
Mm-hmm.
But
super annoying. Very annoying.
It is annoying. At this point, I don't know if he does it on purpose as like a little jab.
Yeah. Passive aggressive.
Maybe it's a luck thing, but he never wins, so it can't be a luck thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, into it. So we had Team Lionhearted versus Team Roy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, reigning champ Vincent
versus
Dave he always does a solid team, but something happens along the way, and he fumbles. He fumbles.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the effort thing. Not sure.
I don't know what it is.
I think I'm liking Vincent's team. Like we said on earlier pods, I think Vincent has a very strong team. He does have some questionable players.
Yeah.
They should play, but they're questionable. So you never know. But,
I was high on the team for sure, probably the highest. But I think with that comes a lot of pressure. I
think Vincent has big pressure this year.
Vincent he's not coming from, the underdog.
Exactly.
He's coming as the champ. And week one, he's got a tough matchup. Last year, Dave got the best of him.
He did.
He started off with a loss. So I think Vincent wants to avenge that loss and get started, on the right foot. But just to jump into some matchups, let's break up this matchup, Matt. What do you think at quarterback? It's probably the best two quarterbacks in the league.
Quarterback matchup is like it could go either way. I'm looking at opponents at this point. So you got Josh Allen versus the Rams, Patrick Mahomes versus Arizona.
Ooh, that's advantage, Pat.
It is advantage, Pat. Mm-hmm. But Josh Allen was the number one quarterback in the league last year, and he could put up numbers. So and also Dave does have the Allen Diggs combo, so
he does.
That's strong too.
That's a good stack. It can hurt him if the game is low scoring. They are playing on the road in LA, but I do think some points are gonna be had. So I wouldn't be too worried. But I am gonna give Vincent the edge, just with the matchup.
for the matchup, I agree. I'm going to give Vincent the edge.
And then overall running backs, it's still unclear if J.K. Dobbins is going to play.
Right. Yeah.
So I think I'm going to have to give Vincent the edge as well with Eckler at home and Kareem Hunt.
At Carolina, I'm giving Vincent also the slight edge.
Yeah, slight.
Because
I really like Joe Mixon.
For sure, for sure. Now, see, for wide receivers, it's a toss-up for me. Because you do have Stephon Diggs with Josh Allen, and Jerry Jeudy is a very reputable receiver. And he also has Hunter Renfrow at his flex, who's also another, good statistic receiver.
Yeah. I mean, Vincent invested highly in the 49ers and the Chiefs.
He did.
If the Chiefs and the 49ers win these games and
he'll win.
Yeah, it should be pretty decisive. But if they do end up being low scoring, I could see Dave pulling this one out.
I could see Dave pulling it out too.
But I do like I think Vincent has the overall edge. I think it's going to be a close one. But who do you think pulls it out?
So week 1, Dave versus Vincent, I'm giving a slight edge to Vincent.
I'm going to agree with you.
It could go either way, but I'm going to give Vincent by at the most 5 points. I think it'll be a close game.
Yeah, Vincent's going to avenge his loss. Dave's going to start off with an L.
Yeah, I think so.
Just like he got to witness last night at the LSU game.
He was there in person, live.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be an equally as painful L.
Yeah.
So maybe a couple muffed punts, or 2 blocked extra points or field goals.
Yeah.
So
okay, good.
It's unfortunate for Dave, but we both got Vincent. I think we agree on this one.
I think
let's move on.
All
right. Kyle and Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another
Brian got the best of him last year, right?
He did, but I think this is a kind of a rivalry.
Yeah, there's been a lot of trash talk in the group.
A lot of trash talk between these two guys.
Explicit too.
It could get X-rated at times.
It is. It's getting dicey.
Yeah, rated R.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about quarterbacks and running backs?
All right, so quarterbacks, you could never fail with Tom Brady. He is old, but he is the best. So
look at this matchup. You got Brady versus his replacement, Mac Jones.
Exactly, Mac Jones. Man, Mac Jones doesn't wow me.
Mm-mm.
He doesn't. He's not terrible, but he doesn't wow me.
Yeah, on the road in Miami.
On the road in Miami, I just think I'm going to give the edge to Tom Brady. You got to give the edge to Tom Brady at all times, even though he's 100%. 75 years old.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give the edge to Tom.
Prime time, I think. I think it's a prime time game, but I mean, regardless, it's at Cowboy Stadium, so it's going to be a
banger, and it's Tom. Yeah. It's Tom. At the end of the day, it's Tom. Running backs. Now, this is tough.
It's tough.
It's very tough, bro. You got Derrick Henry and Nick Chubb versus Najee Harris and Javonte Williams. I mean,
yeah, this one's pretty even.
It is.
If we're going to use a tiebreaker, I guess I would probably lean towards giving it to Derrick Henry.
I mean, Derrick Henry's undeniable the best running back in the league when he's healthy.
Yeah, he's at home. He's at home versus like a weak Giants defense.
But Najee out the backfield getting his PPR, could be a problem, bro.
It could be.
Could be a problem. I would say the giver for me would be Nick Chubb versus Javonte.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, big question marks out Denver is going to use him. Just depends how much they're going to balance in Melvin Gordon.
True.
But I guess the same could be said with Chubb and Kareem Hunt. But
that's a fact. I'm gonna give Brian the edge on running backs because of Derrick Henry. He could easily put up 25 points.
Yeah. Slightly. I would say receivers are pretty even. Honestly. DJ Moore, Dante Johnson, Terry and DK. I don't know. I don't really have an edge on that one. I think
I
they're all
don't.
pretty much in the same tier.
I think that's. I think middle of the road could go either way. I don't
Yeah.
have like a definite winner on that front.
I like Kyle's TJ Hawkinson
I
over
do
Noah
like that.
Fant.
100%. I like. I like the
What do you
tight
think
end.
about that reach that Kyle did? You know, the Damian Pierce. We're gonna
Oh,
we're gonna see if it's gonna pay off.
that was a huge reach, and it was a huge part of his trash talk.
Yeah, but so far
So
it's paid off. He won the starting job.
he did, and we're gonna see if he could, you know, prove it. If he could prove he earns that spot, put up some numbers.
Yeah,
Which
because to
I don't
get
know
that from he's gonna get that from his flex.
for sure.
So
I'd have waited a week just to see what he could produce because
Yeah.
he's an unknown, so you
Yeah.
don't know
I probably would have waited like 6 rounds before drafting him,
for sure.
but
But
hopefully
I
it works
like
out for
Adam
Kyle.
Thielen. I like Adam Thielen over Edwards Hilaire, honestly.
Oh yeah, Thielen's Mr. Red Zone, divisional game at home versus Green Bay.
Yeah, for sure. Who won last year on this matchup?
Brian won.
Brian won. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give Kyle the slight edge. I think it's gonna be another close game.
This one's tough.
It is tough.
All right. So last year, I had given Vincent pretty low grade coming out the draft,
Okay.
and he ended up winning it all.
Yes.
Kyle lost. Kyle lost this year. He got the lowest draft grade.
Yeah.
The Damian Pierce thing is kind of working in his favor.
Yeah.
So I think the juju is going to be on Kyle in this one. I'm going to give Kyle the edge. Back-to-back avenge games. I think Kyle's going to avenge his loss from last year.
I like it. Yeah. So we're in agreement. Kyle over Brian. I don't think Brian will like that, but I mean, come on, man, step up. All right. Next.
Well, I guess we have to talk about him. So I'll let you start.
Yeah, we have the
game.
We have the bodega versus the irrelevant little Matt, the mundane guy.
Yeah. What happened last year? Wasn't it like it was a pretty bad. Yeah. How bad was it? Wasn't it
he's the sacco.
It was like 50.
How many games?
60.
How many games did he win? 3? Maybe.
It felt like that.
He might have won like 3-4 games.
But that week 1, I don't even think he scored 100 points. I think he lost by like 60 points.
He got not only did he lose to the bodega, he got mollywopped.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
I probably couldn't have shake back from it if it happened to me.
Let's see his team this year. Let's see. What do you think? Does he have a shot to keep it close? Like just to keep it close. Like not even to like is it gonna be competitive?
I like his running back core.
Yeah.
I do like his running back core.
Yeah.
His receiver core I don't like.
Mm.
He's relying heavily on receivers too.
He's got that Denver stack.
He does have a Denver stack, which is good.
Well, that's an interesting matchup that you got. Russell Wilson going back to Seattle.
Yeah. That is,
he's gonna play with a little extra.
He's gonna play with a chip on his shoulder. So
if Cortland Sutton's the beneficiary, it's gonna do well.
Yeah. But you got Kyler Murray, who is
I know. And that could be
a monster
against Kansas City. That could be a high scoring game.
That could be a very high scoring game.
I would really like it if DeAndre Hopkins was playing though.
I know. But,
yeah, running back though for sure. Little Matt's got the edge.
Little Matt definitely has the edge at running back. I like Dalvin Cook and DeAndre Swift, two Swifty, running backs. Dalvin Cook. I'm going to say this about Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook healthy is the best running back in the NFL, in my opinion.
I can roll with that. I can roll with that. If he stays healthy this year, I think he's gonna probably hover around top 3 fantasy.
Yeah, he's dynamic. He could punch it up the middle and create run. He could take it to the side and he can catch. He can get 100 receiving yards on any given day. So
and speaking of best in the league, potentially we got Cooper Kupp and Mark Andrews.
Yes.
So on the flip side, though, Mark's got some heavy hitters.
Mark has some really heavy hitters. I mean,
and Chris Godwin. I mean, he's injured, but if he
comes out and plays well, he has Tom Brady. So that's a fact. I like Mark's winning wide receiver for sure, and tight end and flex. To me, he's winning the flex.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the whole edge to the Bodega.
Bodega having the edge.
I think they have the edge. I think they're gonna win a 10.
Okay. I'm gonna pump the brakes a little bit.
Okay.
As much as it, gets under my skin, I don't think this one's going to be a blowout. I think Little Matt's going to be competitive in this one.
Okay.
Some big question marks. The Alan Lazard one is kind of big. If he can get somewhere close to the Devontae Adams production, and if that Broncos Seahawks game pans out in favor of the Broncos,
I get it. I'm acting purely on emotion at this point.
Yeah.
I threw logistics out the window because I don't want to give him any praise. I gave him too much praise with the running back talk.
I do think Mark's going to have a really good year. I'm confident that he's going to put together a good team each week. Just to give some hope, just like Vincent won it all last year, he lost it, and he lost his week 1. So I could see that same type of script happening with Mark. So unfortunately, I'm gonna go ahead and choose Little Matt for week 1.
Okay.
I think he's gonna upset the Bodega.
All right, I like it. Nice. All right, the newcomer. Would you like to start us on the newcomer?
Yeah, let's do it. We got Elijah Watkins going up against Devin France.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Quarterbacks: Justin Herbert versus Jalen Hurts. Usually I would give Herbert the edge, but I like Jalen Hurts on the road.
I like Jalen Hurts
against Detroit.
Again, I got one question on Jalen Hurts. His ability to be able to run it in at the goal line, it gives him the edge.
Mm-hmm. Definitely advantage Jonathan Taylor over 100%. Both running backs for Eli. And Chase Edmonds is going to be sneaky PPR. I think he's gonna do well. I like him even more now that they got rid of Sony Michel. But on the flip side, though, I gotta give Eli the edge at receiver and tight end. I mean,
100%. Yeah, Jamar Chase, Keenan Allen.
Yeah. Flex pretty even. I would probably give Devin the edge, slightly.
Yeah,
I like me some Amon-Ra.
I love Amon-Ra. I drafted him last year as a rookie, and he put up some really good numbers for me in a pinch.
Yep. But on the flip side, maybe Chris Olave is the one that he catches some good momentum early on as a rookie.
I hope he has some good chemistry. I hope him and Jameis have good chemistry.
Yeah.
This is a tough one.
I'm gonna go with some beginner's luck. What the hell?
Okay.
Let's say Eli comes and proves himself. I expect some decent games from Kelsey. Jamar Chase is going to come out hot. And I think Josh Jacobs has been getting a lot of hate, but I think he'll get in the end zone.
I think so.
This one's so far. I think this is the closest game of week 1.
I think this will be the closest game. Yeah. I'm
gonna give Eli by single digits. He's going to win by a few points.
I love that analysis. Eli, I'm not that high on him right now because of the weird little moves he made with Little Matt early after the draft. I think it was a very manipulated move
Mm-hmm.
I think he let little Matt get in his head, which it wasn't a major move, but it was stupid. It was still
Yeah.
stupid. It's not going to affect anyone's team.
Yeah.
I think it was a weird choice to make that move. But I as well, I'm going to give him the beginner's luck, and I'm going to give him the edge.
Wow. Both going against Devin in this week 1 matchup.
Yeah, sorry, Dev, love you, but
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
beginner's luck plays weight.
It's tough love, this is like we always say, it's business. This is not personal.
It is business.
I do think to counter us giving Eli some week 1 love, I think that trade is gonna have some bad karma on the flip side.
I think so too. I think
some bad luck is gonna come his way.
Yeah.
But early on, he's gonna have just a tad bit of beginner's luck.
Slight edge. Yeah, but what happened last year is the guys that came out heavy in the beginning of the season, it fell back towards the end. So maybe we'll see another trend like that. Hopefully not, because I was one of the guys that fell back after starting very strong. But I had a few injuries. Whatever. We'll talk about that.
So that next one, let you talk about that next one. It's a little bit of a country, Italians.
This is the Sicilian matchup of the century. We have Rosa's Deli versus the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Always fun to see them head to head.
Yeah. Is it the Roman Empire? Or is it somehow 11?
I would like that it's somehow 11th, but he dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah.
He had the perfect name inside joke.
Yeah.
And he changed it back to his losing team last year. Bad move on his part. Bad move.
Wow. That was harsh, but I mean, it's facts.
It is a fact. Although Al had the edge over Ross last year, I don't think it was a blowout. Was it a blowout?
I think it was close. I don't remember exactly the scoring, but
well, here's the thing. As much as I want to hate on Al, he's the silver medal earner. He's somehow 11th. He always has good seasons. He has strong seasons. Ross bounced back last year after not giving up what he should have given up.
I love him for that. Respect.
He made it very far. Didn't he make it to the championship? Or was that Dev? No, he lost out to Dev.
Yeah. He finished bronze medal.
Yeah, but he came from 0-5 to the bronze medal. Yeah. Very respectable. He didn't give up when he should have.
Yeah, and I remember he vocalized that he wasn't going to give up. So
he did.
Really commend him for that.
Respect. He's a respectable young man. He's solid through and through. He has a good team. You want to start on with matchups?
Yeah. Let's get going. We got Joe Burrow versus Derek Carr.
Yes.
I do give Joe the slight edge.
Same.
I don't know. I don't think that Chargers Raiders game is going to be as high scoring as predicted. I do think there's going to be some scoring. I just don't think it's going to be as high. And like I said, I really do think Josh Jacobs is going to have a decent game. So that's going to hurt Derek Carr just a little bit.
Yeah.
At running back, I do like Alex. As much as I gave him hate for the reach of Alvin with the 6th overall pick.
Yeah.
I do like Alvin and Saquon, both on the road, but both against relatively, subpar defenses. So right off the jump, I do give Al the edge at quarterback and running back.
Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Ross the edge at wide receiver.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb and Devontae Adams.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect from Amari Cooper if they give him the ball,
he's elite.
It off.
He
can be sneaky. He could be a sneaky good play here.
He's on a new team. Last year he was with Dak. Dak's a great quarterback. He's with a new program in Cleveland. He could be the main guy. He could be the number one. But there's not enough for me to see to give him the edge over Devontae.
Yeah.
Devontae's proven.
Yeah.
But Devontae is also with a new program.
Yeah.
And
That's the thing. That's the thing that's so exciting about these week one matchups. We
yeah,
don't know. We really don't know what to expect from some of these players that are on new teams. And not just new teams. Like you got Michael Pittman. Ross is starting him at the flex, but he's got a new quarterback in town. So
right.
we don't know that chemistry. I do like Drake London. I'm not sure how the Saints are going to match up with him. I'm
Okay.
assuming Lattimore is probably gonna work with him.
Right.
So I could see probably a rough first game from him. So at the flex, I do give Al an edge with Connor Montgomery.
Give out the edge.
He's going with a quadruple running back lineup, heavy.
Yeah, heavy
So
running back. But on Ross's end, he's going heavy Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Tight
And
end.
like I kind of criticized, he's rolling with that rookie running back as his RB1, and I think it's going to pay off towards the end of the year. But I don't think they're going to pound him from the jump. And then he's going up against Baltimore on the at home. But
True.
oh no, is it? Yeah, it's at home versus Baltimore. So this one's gonna be tough, man.
What are you thinking?
It's just too. The cards are telling me that some criticism was thrown towards Al.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna, stick his chest out a little bit and like prove that he wasn't 11.
Yeah.
He's just gonna find a way, to put together some lineup that just gets it done.
It just does it. Yeah. I agree. I'm gonna give Al. He's gonna win again. I'm gonna give him the edge.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ross, love you. I think you have a really good team, but I don't think that lineup right now is gonna beat Al's lineup.
Yeah. This lineup could be good down the line towards end of the year.
Yeah.
But I think Al's got a more balanced starting lineup this week.
But that may be a strategy for Ross because last year his lineup was.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The upside is there. I mean, for sure, he's got some. This could be a good team. Just some of the matchups. Definitely. Some of the matchups just aren't in his favorite week one. But I think like that Devin Eli one. I think this is going to be a close one.
Yeah, I agree.
So last but not least, I think there's one major game that we haven't discussed.
Major rivalry.
Yeah. This is like, the Red Sox versus the Yankees.
100, yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
This is the biggest game of the year, I think. Yeah. And it always is.
Mm-hmm.
So who do we have?
I think we got Matt versus Serge.
Yes.
I think that's the remaining first week matchup. That
Battle of the Goliaths, Battle of the Brains.
So that's what some people say. Some people not so much.
Some people not so much. But there's haters everywhere. I'll start it off. Quarterback. We have Dak Prescott versus Lamar Jackson. I'm going to give you the slight edge because Lamar is elite and he's playing the Jets.
Ooh, that's always good. It's always good to play the Jets.
It is good to play the Jets. I think he's going to have a big game week one. I think Dak will have a big game. They're playing
He's going to have to keep up with Tom.
He's going to have to keep up with Tom, and it could be a high-scoring game. And he does have the Dalton Schultz stack, so that could work. But I'm going to give the slight edge to you with Lamar Jackson. There's no denying he's elite, and he can.
Since you're going to give me the edge at quarterback, I'm going to go ahead and give you the edge at running back.
Okay.
You got your number one overall pick, best player in fantasy, hands down, Christian McCaffrey.
Gamble. It's a gamble, though.
Yeah, you got Leonard Fournette. So Leonard is going to do well.
I think he's going to do well. He knows Tom Brady's program. I think Tom Brady's going to utilize him, and he knows how to utilize players.
Yeah. I mean, that's not a complete criticism on Aaron Jones. I think he's going to have a good game. It's just I have to give the edge to Christian and Leonard Fournette at running back. But at receiver though, I don't really feel that way. I'll let you talk about receiver, how you feel.
All right, so I'm gonna give the slight edge to Justin Jefferson. He was your first pick. He is great.
Mhm.
He's a very young receiver. He still has a
Yep.
lot to prove. He still has a lot to prove. And I
But I
think
mean, Tyreek Hill though, he's been the man.
let me get to it. Tyreek Hill is the man. Again, he's at a
Is he
new
the man still though?
he's at a new program.
Okay.
He's at a new program. That's why I'm gonna give Justin Jefferson a slight edge
Hmm.
because Tyreek Hill is elite and he's gonna get the ball, but it's gonna take some time to get to his full wings in this
Okay.
new program, I think.
Okay.
Marquise Brown, I'm gonna give him the slight edge over T. Higgins.
No DeAndre Hopkins. He's the
He's the
guy
number
right
one
now.
guy. He's a
Yeah.
number one deep threat, and Kyler Murray likes to throw that ball deep.
Yep.
T. Higgins, great receiver. I think he has to split with Jamar Chase, and it could go either ways. If Jamar Chase is getting double teamed, he's the guy to go to.
Exactly.
So, but I'm going to give the slight edge to Marquise right now because
Okay.
DeAndre's out.
All right. So receivers is a push. I kind of see it that way as well. I see it as I don't know. I mean, with Tyreek Hill, he only needs like 3 plays and
Right.
to score 20 points. He can have that 68-yard touchdown.
Right, exactly.
And just off that, he has whatever. Tight end, I do like the Dak Dalton Schultz stack.
Yeah.
It's pretty even, honestly. I don't really have an edge either way. I think they're both going to have a good game. This is a push for me. I think Kyle Pitts is going to get a lot of receptions against the Saints, but I don't know if he gets in the end zone.
Yeah.
But this is a push for me. What do you think?
Same, because in the red zone, the Dallas Cowboys utilize Zeke.
Mm.
They do, whether it's a dump off, a screen.
Yeah.
I think Dalton Schultz is going to be huge this year
Mhm.
for the Dallas Cowboys. Again with Kyle Pitts, I don't know. Atlanta's program is tough to me. I think he'll. I don't know if he'll see the end zone as much, but I think he'll get some plays,
Yeah.
and he could easily 10 to 15 points. That's easy. But I'm gonna give the slight edge to Dalton Schultz.
Okay. Okay.
Because of quarterback differences.
Yeah. They're both playing at home. I can see that. It won't be, I don't think, one over the other. This game might come down to the flex, honestly. And the flex is kind of so Cordero Patterson obviously had an amazing year last year.
Yes.
He is a 31-year-old running back / receiver / whatever he is.
Whatever. Yeah.
A lot of analysis going into the year is predicting that he's not going to have as good a year. I think that's why he kind of fell in the drafts. But I think he's gonna have a decent, flex type of year where he can get some points from that slot. I wouldn't really like him as my RB1 or RB2. But if they utilize him as a receiver more this season, I think this could pay off for Surge. And then he's got that Lamar Jackson, Rashad Bateman stack.
True.
Against the Jets again. So I could see both of these guys scoring double digits this week.
And I agree with you. It's a good stack and it's a good flex. On my side, you have the tried and true Brandon Cooks.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's Mr. Consistent.
He's consistent. He's older. He's played with many teams, but every team he plays for, he's the same role.
I mean, the only thing that can stop Brandon Cooks is concussions. That's the only thing. Yeah.
And that's it. So if he's healthy this year, I think he's going to put up consistent points.
Yeah.
To be as a flex, he's going to put up consistent points.
Yeah.
The Elijah Moore with New York, I think he's their second or third.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're going to work in Garrett Wilson, but I think they got Corey Davis, him. So he's going to see some love.
I'm not high on him, but I think I'm never high on the Jets, but I hope they do have somewhat of a good season.
I think they're going to struggle week 1. So I could see them playing from behind and having to throw the ball more and him kind of benefiting from maybe some trash points towards the end of the game.
I'm not too high on him this week because I mean, they are playing Baltimore, but they're playing at home.
Yeah.
So
Wow. So it sounds like we have another push.
another push, bro.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be I think so. I'm going to be biased. I'm going to give myself the slight edge, but I think it will be a close game.
Yeah.
As last year was a pretty close game. I got the edge
Well,
last
my
year.
memory serves me well. Serge did lose. He lost last
He did.
year, week
He
1.
lost last year.
Yeah, Matt definitely got the better of him. And I think it stings. I don't think I don't think he's gotten over it, even though he did avenge later on in the season.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
But I think
still,
he wants this.
week one games are so important.
I think he wants this one. I think he wants to get off to a good start.
Okay.
So likewise, I think
Okay.
I think Serge is gonna avenge his loss. And
All right. You had that chip on your shoulder, which does give you an edge. But I think my lineup and matchups right now are going to get the slight edge, and it'll be a single-digit win on my part.
We'll see.
We will see.
Serge can get like a nice 40 piece from Lamar. That'd be real nice
at any given day. I could get a 40 piece from Christian McCaffrey though.
Easy. Oh yeah, easy. Maybe a 51 piece.
Or a 0 piece, bro.
Yeah,
that's the gamble.
True.
I made a huge gamble this year, and I hope it pays off.
Justin Jefferson, if I can get a good 27 piece, will be nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well there we have it. Let's do a recap. So, you think Matt's going to win? I think Serge is going to win.
Yeah.
We both think Vincent's going to win. Okay. I think Serge went with Kyle versus Brian.
I also went with Kyle.
Okay. You rolled with the Bodega.
I went with the Bodega, purely emotional, and you gave
Little Matt the edge. Yeah, I think Little Matt's gonna sneak one out.
Respectable.
And then
we both gave the newcomer
beginner's luck. Yep, Eli, week 1. Sorry, and I think we had the Silver Snakes somehow 11th, proving himself.
I think so.
Against Ross.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's our week 1 predictions, guys. Take it how you want. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, just take it.
Just take it.
Yeah, just take it.
And if you could do better, do better. Eli, do better. Don't trade with Little Matt anymore. Anything you do with Little Matt, you're going to go lower and lower on a totem pole of this league. Don't be the second Little Matt, is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. Dave, change your name.
Please.
Immediately. Like, just get creative with it,
Yeah.
Do you have any idea, like suggestions, like maybe a
fucking I don't know, man. Sharp knife.
Yeah, I was thinking this something sharp, like sharp shooter, sharp blades, blade Trinity, like
Wesley Snipes, just as a play on blade. If your team name was just Wesley Snipes, you'd win.
Exactly.
So,
but until then,
that's it.
Okay. Well, we said we wanted to keep this one, crisp, just like short, straight to the point.
Just a crisp, straight to the point. Yeah.
That's just I'm okay with wrapping it up right there.
I like it.
Yeah. Once again, just another casual reminder to set your lineups, and hope everyone has a swell week 1.
Yeah, I hope all my predictions come true, just for an ego boost. Again, be competitive, guys. Bring the trash talk. We always invite trash talk. We want the text chain to be as lit up as possible.
Yeah, we want it. We
love it. It keeps us alive. We'll be having guests bi-weekly. Let the season get rolling. We'll see who's the biggest rivalries, who needs to win, who needs to lose, and we'll play some games in the future.
Oh yeah, we got some surprises for season 2.
Big surprises. I can't wait.
All right, guys. Till next time.
Peace.